Good morning. We're so glad that you are here today, entertaining with food and spirits. And we have a little bit of all of that, I would say. We have a lot of spirit definitely going on today. And the title of our show is All You Need Is Love, because it is the month of February. And I am super excited and glad to have my good friend Jean with us today. And
Good morning.
We're going to be talking about a lot of things, but Jean, I'm so glad you're here.
I am so glad I'm here too, but I didn't wear my red. And
we have lots of red here.
I know, but it's still not the same for 3 different reasons.
Oh.
First, it's Heart Health Month.
It is Heart Health. We need to remember that.
So, you know, we appreciate our Little Mercy Hospital and all the cardiologists and all the work they do to keep us healthy.
Yes.
Second reason is, well, it's Valentine's Day.
It is.
And your earrings are spectacular.
I wore them just for you.
I
like fun earrings. Thank you.
And the third thing is something I'm very passionate about, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs are playing in the Super Bowl.
And that is coming up. It's very exciting.
It's
this is
Sunday.
a busy month.
Yes.
Busy month. Sunday is good.
And you know, speaking of red, both teams are red teams. So the stadium is going to be filled with red and hopefully with love.
We hope with love. We hope they do have love. You know, if everybody would just wear a shirt that says, never lost a tailgate, you know, then maybe everybody would be love. Or they could wear All I Need Is Love with red. But there will be a lot of red. It's going to be a great game. It's this Sunday, the Super Bowl. I mean, I think it starts all day. The game probably starts closer to 5 or 6. But people are tailgating.
All day.
All day, maybe all weekend.
And alcohol will be involved, I'm sure.
Alcohol will. So stop by Bella Vista Wine and Spirits to make sure that, you know, all things are purchased maybe early, because we're not open on Sunday.
There could be a big run.
I hope there's a big run at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits on Saturday.
Right.
So don't forget to stop there and pick that up. So speaking of tailgating and the Super Bowl, so what will you do for Super Bowl Sunday? Do you have big plans? And what would your favorite appetizer be?
Okay, well, first of all, go to church.
First off, go to church.
Get all prayed up.
Get it all right.
Get it all right with God.
Get it right with God.
That's right. First thing. And then I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be doing, but I can tell you that food and alcohol will be involved. And my favorite thing to drink.
Yes. What is it?
It is red beer.
Oh, like a tomato beer?
Tomato beer.
Okay.
Or Clamato.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
Budweiser makes those already mixed.
They are already mixed. And we have some great Bloody Mary mixes at the store.
Yes, just put a little beer in it and I'm there.
Oh, see, that's good. Yes.
That's wonderful.
You know,
it tastes like a beer cooler.
That's what they should just name it.
I know.
It's just a beer cooler.
I know.
Because there's lots of us that like a good beer. You know what I'm weird about?
What?
I like green olives.
Oh, that would be good.
And I put them in the beer.
You know what I put in mine?
It's a dirty beer.
Dirty beer.
Dirty beer. What?
I put dill pickles.
Oh.
Or pickled green beans.
Yes.
Or asparagus.
So we have this great medley mix at the store. You can just, it's already all done.
Oh,
you
I'm
just
coming.
Throw it in there.
I'll be there.
And your beer, Clamato, red beer is ready to go.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
that's super exciting. Now, what would be your favorite appetizer?
Appetizer. Well, my husband's a cook at our house.
Wow.
He cooks every meal.
Okay.
The only decision I have to make is what I want for dinner. And then he makes it happen. So
Jean, you're making every woman in America jealous.
And, you know, he just spoils me that way.
That's so sweet.
But he makes the absolute best hot wings.
Oh, my husband loves hot wings.
And he makes them from, well, scratch, I guess. You know, he takes chicken wings, he breads them, he fries them, he drains them, he has a special sauce. So I'm sure
it's all sauced up.
It's all sauced up. I'll be sauced up. The wings will be sauced up.
We may be coming to your house for the Super Bowl. That sounds super fun.
So we'll have that, and I don't know. I've kind of got a taste for some queso with sausage in it. You know,
that sounds really good.
Something like that. But it will be like dinner.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Maybe throw a salad in to make it healthy.
You might want something green, but it could be just the parsley that's in your teeth from something.
Or the pickle or the asparagus.
That's right, that you're pulling out of that drink that you just had.
Salad in a glass.
You know, that's what I call, you know, a dirty beer. I have a green
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a vegetable. I'm sure that olive is.
Yes.
But anyway, well, that
Yes.
sounds super fun.
So what are you going to do?
We don't know. We're working on it. We're
Yeah.
trying to make plans. We will watch the game with friends somewhere. And
Okay.
kind of like you, we're going to be having a good time with all things.
Yes.
I think that will be super fun. So, speaking of Valentine's and
Yes.
All You Need Is Love, how long have you been married to
40
Dave?
years.
40 years.
Yes, and
Wow,
what's so
Jean.
amazing about that is we never went on a date.
You never went on a date,
No,
and you've
he-
been married for 40 years.
Yes, he lived in Chicago, I lived in Dallas. We met at a business show in Minneapolis and just knew we were supposed to get married, and we did.
That was true love at first sight.
Yes, I felt it, he felt it, and it was magical.
Wow.
Yes.
Is he a good, so I know we want to talk about a few things that we have on the table today.
Yes.
Is he a good gift giver? Or
Oh
does-
my gosh.
Oh, on top of cooking, he gives good gifts.
He is the ultimate romantic. Much more so than me.
Okay.
But for example, I have a couple of great examples
Okay.
of what life is with Dave. Life with Dave.
Life with Dave, that
It
should be a
should-
show.
it should be.
Dave, prepare yourself because we would like for you to be a guest.
So before we got married, I had mentioned that, and then I remember this was 40 years ago.
Right.
I collected precious moments, the little
Love
figurines.
them, yes.
So he never said a word. Time went on.
Mm-hmm.
He never acknowledged. So when he asked me to marry him, he gave me a precious moment.
Oh.
And it was the bride and groom. And he said, "This will be the top to our
Is this
wedding
how he
cake."
proposed in the
Yes,
Oh my goodness, with precious moments. And that was the topper to your cake?
it was.
I'm
It
sure you
was.
still have this.
I do.
Of course you do.
I
wow.
do.
What a thoughtful gift.
So,
A great way to ask.
it's meaningful gifts.
Yes. Yes.
For an anniversary, this is another, he's so competitive.
Oh.
So when we got married, and I was divorced for 10 years, so I was just glad to have a man in my life, right?
And a nice man.
A nice man
Right.
that I could dote on.
Oh.
So, and have a mother-in-law that I dearly loved.
Oh, and
so
adored.
I had never counted cross stitch before. It was a big thing back then.
That is.
And so I found a pattern that said something about "I married your little boy" and blah blah blah.
Something a mother would appreciate.
Yes, and she loved it dearly.
Oh.
So anyway, he watched me stitch this with love, and he saw the reaction. So not to be outdone, he was in a traveling job and carried the old briefcase.
The old
Remember
briefcase.
the hard-sided
Oh,
briefcase?
yes, yes.
Kept it locked up, and he had gone to what he calls a thread store
Yes.
that sold embroidery.
Like a kit?
No, it wasn't a
just-
kit. He just bought a pattern,
Okay.
and he
Okay.
kept it locked up in the briefcase
Wow.
for months. And he presented it to me, and it was a wedding sampler.
Wait. So he went to a store, bought a wedding sampler kit, and cross-stitched it himself to
He
give to
did.
you as a gift?
He did. I still have it hanging
Of
on
course.
my wall.
Ah.
It's about this big.
So big.
Yes, it's huge. And so I took it to the thread store
Right.
where in Kansas City where we were living. The first thing the lady did was turn it over.
Right.
And I said, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "I can tell how much love is in this by the way the back is stitched."
Was it perfect?
And she
almost?
said, "Whoever did this did one of the best jobs I've ever seen." And it was his first piece.
time.
Yes, so he knocked
he
it
was
out of the
meticulous and took a lot of time.
He did.
Wow. That
He did.
says a lot.
So that's life with Dave. I never know.
Coming up, Life with Dave. That has to be a show. I can feel it coming. And he cooks. We may want to bring some cooking into this show a
Yes,
little bit. And so
yes.
that might be great. A Cooking with Dave show.
So for flowers, he knew that I loved roses.
Okay.
So before we moved to Bella Vista, he planted 36, which was how long we had been married at the time, rose bushes in our yard. We had rose gardens all over. My house looked like a funeral parlor. And we would say, "Well, we have to go harvest the roses."
Right, right. And cut the stems and make little bouquets.
Yeah,
with
I
them.
gave away so many roses, but we were able to bless a lot of people with the love that he put into.
Absolutely. Are
rose
most of the
garden.
roses still blooming?
We sold the house. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't go to
pray
their
that
yard
they
and
are.
pick them
No.
and cut their roses.
But it was very special.
It is special. Well, speaking of roses, so our friends that are just down the street, just peddling flowers and gifts.
And they have a great new store. I love their new location.
I love the name, Just Pedaling, and it has a bike with like flowers coming out of it. But if you could see, or you can see, this beautiful bouquet, it has roses, I think daisies, carnations, the greenery, and I love.
Are those little mums?
Yes, and they're going to just bud out and bloom, and it's beautiful, and I love
the base.
that it also has this red. That, you know, once this is gone, and I think that's something, sometimes people are like, I don't want flowers, it will die. You know, you spend a lot of money,
Right.
but to receive that, and these are still going to bud out, I think it's just beautiful.
It is.
With
and
all
it's perfect from all angles.
all angles, the entire thing. So it's not like you have to just put it on one side.
It can sit in the center of your table.
It could.
And you
Great
can
centerpiece.
admire it.
And with the
And
red,
it's-
Kansas City Chiefs.
There you go.
Get it early.
Go Chiefs.
Get it early.
And it's low enough that if you have guests over, you can see them
around
and
it
talk over it.
If you're eating. I love that.
Yes.
That's exactly right. So this would be a great gift to give, but let's say once the flowers are no longer beautiful, you have this container, and you
Yes.
could put a succulent in it, you could just put greenery in it, you could put it back and use it
Candy.
at Christmas, a candy dish. It can be all things. So Just Pedaling, I did ask them, I was like, so when do you need to order? How soon? And she did say, you know, like right now is busy because they're preparing. I think they even had a new truck come in with gorgeous flowers this morning. So get it while it's hot.
Yep.
Get it soon, order soon. They do deliver. Now, let's say flowers is just absolutely not your thing. I'm a little bit like that. Now, would I appreciate flowers on Valentine's Day? Yes. But just to randomly get flowers, that kind of sounds like something Dave would do.
Yeah.
Just a special,
But
for
he
no
would
reason.
grow them.
But he would grow them, which is also special. That's very special. But another option is a candy bouquet.
And you can never go wrong with candy.
And you can never go wrong. Now, what I saw, because I was just at Just Pedaling this morning, was there's different types of candy. Let's say you're more of a chocolate person. They had one full of Reese's.
Ooh.
Maybe Butterfinger. But this one's more of a sweet, but lots of Skittles and Nerds and Starburst. And I love how it's packaged. And so they really do a great job.
And speaking of Reese's, one of my most favorite alcoholic beverages that I partake, you made it.
Oh.
It was hot chocolate with peanut butter moonshine. Oh my.
It is one of the favorites. It absolutely
Yes.
is.
And
so
you can get it all at
Bella Vista Wine and Spirits. Yeah, so you can go with Old Smoky, or you can go with Sugarland, and both have a great one. And we're going to talk. I actually brought a dark chocolate today that we'll talk about when we come back from this segment. But one other thing that I definitely want to show, and I think this is so sweet. So let's say that you also need a gift for kids or an adult, or your puppy. So Gibson, my little puppy, I just got him a warmie. So this is called a warmie, and you put them in the microwave. And just for a little bit, but
fun.
then you can hold it, keep your hands, because in February we still have some really cold weather.
You know what this would be perfect for?
What?
Someone that's grieving.
Someone that's grieving, absolutely, to hang on to snuggle. So my Aunt Treva, who I adore, is 100. And so for Aunt Treva's 100th birthday, I got her a little warmie. I think it may have been a little puppy or a rabbit, I can't remember. But you put it in the microwave, it warms up, and then you can just hold it. Because when you're sitting all the time, your hands get
Cold,
Get
yes.
cold. So for someone grieving, or for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So look at all these options that you have at Just Pedaling here in Bella Vista. And so stop by and visit them. Leanne was so sweet to just let me talk about her cute shop and all the things that they have. But she did say, maybe remind people not to forget that it's only a week away. Guys and girls, 7 days. 7 days to stop in there and get whatever you need. And I love it because they have more than just flowers. So they have a lot going on there. Really cute things, very sweet, and a lot of different variety, because as we've talked about, sometimes people want different things for Valentine's Day, or they celebrate it differently. So also this year, Valentine's Day is on Ash Wednesday. So you may want to also make dinner reservations early. You may be going to church that night. I mean, but we have to just plan and think, because really all you need is love. But how do you show your love? So I think that's something, that we just all have to think about. But you're right, it is Heart Month. I know they need blood donations right now. They really do.
That's red.
And that's definitely red. So
hopefully
maybe give blood. And also when we talk about it, you can also donate to this show. Because all this is done by volunteers. Everybody here. And
I'm a volunteer. You're a volunteer.
Absolutely.
Our great camera guys are volunteers.
And so we need everybody's support. And so donate blood, donate time, donate money if you can to Bella Vista Community Television. But also, while you're thinking of all the things that we can do to give back, think about that special person or family member in your life, and how are you going to celebrate Valentine's Day with them? Whether it's a great Dave thoughtful gift, maybe you grow it yourself, maybe you stop and buy it, but maybe it's a card. Like, I'm kind of into watercoloring right now. And so even if you just made a handmade card, you don't have to watercolor, but just a sweet note. I think a note, a handwritten note, you can never go wrong with. Never go wrong with a handwritten note.
Just make it your own.
Make it your own.
And from your heart.
That's right. Put a big heart on it.
That's all that
matters. Write a note in the middle of it. You're good to go.
Yep.
All right, Jean and I have all the answers we think for Valentine's Day. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a minute with more Entertaining with Food and Spirits.
We're going to have fun.
And have fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming back and being here with us on Entertaining with Food and Spirit. And we have a lot of spirit with us today. I have Jean and Susan as special guests, and we're so glad you guys are here. And earlier, Jean, you and I were talking about Super Bowl and how really the appetizers may be the star of the show sometimes, but these are two great teams, the 49ers and the Chiefs, and what a great way to just, always in February, and they're both red.
Yes.
And so, Susan, you're a little bit of a fan of both, maybe.
I am, because I've lived in both places. So, last 25 years in Kansas City, and so we became Chiefs fans. But we lived 4 years just outside of San Francisco. But originally, I grew up in Chicago, so deep in my heart, I am a Bear fan.
A Bear fan.
And you can all laugh at that, but
no. Remember the shuffle?
Through.
We all, how could you not?
I remember the refrigerator.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
That was our first Super Bowl party as a married couple.
Wow. What a great time that had to be.
Yeah, and they won.
Right.
It was
that was super fun.
Best.
That was really.
Yeah.
Well, and so, we've been talking a lot about having fun with spirits, but also gift giving and so on.
And can we go back to the Chiefs for 1 second?
Oh, of course.
Or actually the 49ers, because keeping with the red theme, there's a couple of Razorbacks.
There are on the 49ers team.
49ers team.
And so I'll be looking for them, I think the backup quarterback, Brandon Allen, is on the 49ers. I think it's Greenlaw, who is a great Razorback player. They are on there. So it will be a lot of fun. It kind of brings it home.
It does.
A little bit. So I'm excited about
And you've
that.
got Kansas City 3 hours away, and you've got Fayetteville, 45 minutes away.
Right, yeah. So we're fans of all. Love the Razorbacks, regardless. Big fan, and will be always.
Add a little something. Brock Purdy is from Iowa, so is my husband.
Oh,
so,
well,
we're kind of split. We're both going to be probably rooting for both teams.
And I lived in Texas, and that's where Patrick Mahomes is from. So
We really are connected.
Yes, we
We
are.
are connected. So it will just be a lot of fun. So get with somebody, have a great time, and enjoy football, but also great food. And don't
And
forget.
wear red.
And
You
don't
can't go
forget to
wrong.
wear the red. Yes.
can't go wrong.
And as you know, we hope everybody does have a good time. And back to February and Valentine's Day, the Heart Association, so many things going on this month. But also, it's a time for gift giving, and it feels like Christmas just ended. But this is another special time. And we talked about, do you give flowers? Do you give gifts? Do you give a card? You know, what do you do to celebrate this time? So I really want to talk about one of my favorite stores ever, and it's called, it used to be Logo and Stitch, but now it's called Revival. And here's a cute little card of hers, and it's on the gift bag that she has. But this is Natalie Weathers, and she has the best staff at Revival, but some really great gifts. And we were even talking about earlier, you could wear it for the Chiefs 49ers game.
Yeah.
But you were talking about being in retail.
Well, being in retail and management, you always have keys for
Always.
something. And that has a little key ring on it.
Yeah.
So, you know, just to have something in red and white instead of just the kind that look like the old phone cords.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
they came in the ugliest colors.
So this is
yeah.
very fashionable, I
Yeah.
guess we could say.
Definitely.
Yeah, and has the keychain, and so it's handy, and you don't have to be fumbling for that. And I also sell real estate, so this would be great, easy, showing property if you need to get into certain doors. So this is a great gift for anyone. Who could go wrong with a hobo bag? They are so
yes.
lovely. They feel so nice. This is one that when you open, just has a place for everything. Could hold your cell phone, your keys, your lipstick, whatever you need. Small, and has this great clutch.
I have
That's
that
great.
bag in black, and I use it all the time when I go shopping because I can slip the handle over
Yes.
my wrist, and it's hands-free.
Hands-free, so easy, and such a classic color, especially living in this area with the Razorbacks or the Kansas City Chiefs. It's awesome. Now, I do have to tell you, and I don't know how many people know about Consuela bags, but
No, but it's lovely.
I have a love affair with Consuela. I truly, like my friend Lisa, she's like, you love these bags. I absolutely love it. Here's the name, Consuela. And now look how fun this is. Whether it's Valentine's Day or your favorite color's pink, but look at that shine. Now here's what I really love about them. Again, this one has just a clutch. You could just carry it and go. And it has plenty of room to put everything inside. So beautiful bag also. But it's easy to wipe and keep clean. And so I will just show you, normally I wouldn't, but I personally carry Consuela every day. So this is my personal bag, and look, everything is inside with zip pockets, and on the outside I put my phone right here. And then it's a crossbody. So I go anywhere I need to. I have everything, I just flip it open. So I cannot brag enough about Consuela. Also, I'm busy and I have a lot. So I wipe this down and I carry my laptop in a bigger, like duffel Consuela bag. When I'm on a plane, I just shove it under the seat and snap it shut. So I'm a huge Consuela fan, and these are also at Revival Home Goods. And I'll show you here, this is her logo. And go see Natalie and also my sweet friend Donna, who works there, and they just have a great staff. And also, Jean, would you hold up that cute little love bag?
Of course.
Because again, we're all about the love.
All about love.
All about love. And so this could be a travel bag, a makeup bag, put your kids' things in it.
That would hold a lot of makeup.
Some good lip gloss, lipstick.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
a lot
beer.
of love.
Or your beer for the game. You show up with some love.
That's
and you
right.
I guess you could put a little ice in the bottom of that.
Or you
Maybe.
could get the red beer already made, already mixed.
The
'cause you know
Clamato
the
at Bella Vista
Clamato.
Wine and Spirits, and
That
just
is
put that
my
right in
favorite.
there. I love
Yep.
it.
Yep,
So
yep.
that's a great little travel bag, and what a nice gift. So if you got that bag for somebody at Revival Gifts, then you could just put this bracelet in there, some lip gloss, and it would be a really sweet gift. I could get something like that for my daughter.
If you take your lunch anywhere, it would
Right.
hold lunch. I
So-
mean, this would be a multi-purpose
It
bag.
really is. I love it. And a couple other things that are down here. So I'm kind of a sucker for containers and different
Oh,
things.
love containers.
I know. And they have some of the most beautiful. Now I've just put this tissue paper in there. But look, classic white with the beaded,
Kind of like hobnail.
That's what I was going to
Okay,
say.
hot milk feels so good. So she has that. I mean,
That
that's
could be a stress reliever. Just put it in your lap
could.
and rub your hands.
That's right.
And hold your bear.
and hold the bear. And if
Put
you
it
love
all
pottery,
together.
here's another option. And we were talking, you could put flowers in here. This could hold your
Wine.
utensils. Could be a wine. I mean, it really could. You
Mm-hmm.
could chill your wine in here, which we'll talk a little bit more. So just some great options. And again, these make great gifts. Now, I also love this one. Look at that
Ooh,
shine.
that's pretty.
Isn't
That looks
beautiful?
Egyptian.
I know it. I love it. And so all of these, you could put a succulent. You could just put some greenery that you never have to water. And then you're good to go. So I don't know. I just wanted to really showcase some local stores. We talked about the Peddling gift shop that's for flowers and gifts, and they have a lot of great things. This is Revival, and they're in Springdale. And so currently they are right off of 412, and they will still be in that location, but they're moving. We're Hobby Lobby in the Ozark Center Plaza, I think's what it is. There's Hobby Lobby in there, Slim's Chickens in there, there's a JJ's, and they're moving in there in the next few months. So another just great gift shop all in Northwest Arkansas to check out. And it is, this is where I got the shirt. All you need is
Oh.
love. So it's a boutique, and I
That
find
would
a lot
make
of
a
things
great
there.
song.
It would make a great song. We talked about that earlier. So that will be in your head for the rest of the day. All you need is love.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, and if you need us for your next side gig, call us. I won't be the lead singer though. I'll let one of
But
these
we
ladies.
could bring alcohol.
I don't think any of us.
And you
yeah.
can bring alcohol.
And a good time would be had by
And
all.
my voice might be better with that. So,
Right.
Sure. Yeah. So also, and we'll be talking more a little bit about this. They carry some different assortments of gifts
I
for
love
men
that
too.
one.
Now these are for everybody, but aren't these great?
Those are great.
Yeah. So we're going to come back in a minute and also share some great drink ideas and different things for Valentine's Day. So stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. So Gene and I were talking about earlier how there's lots of spirits around Valentine's Day as well. So we had dry January, but now we've moved into February.
And it's not dry.
And it's not as dry. And so we are going to talk about some really great drinks and some fun items. And some of these are still from that sweet little shop, that boutique Revival. But I think I want to start with this bottle. It's one of my favorites. It's Lolia. It's a great sangria. This is a white sangria. And it also comes with a red sangria, and that bottle is red with white polka dots, whereas this one's white with red. But I have these at home, and I think they're fun to decorate with. You could put flowers in those. So what a great gift.
Also, you could wash them when you're done, fill it with filtered water, and keep. That's how I keep bottled water in the house.
Because it has the cork ready to go. So that's a great idea.
Right.
And put a few, so what a good gift. You could give the bottle of wine,
Multi-purpose.
some flowers,
A good
drink
reason
the
to
wine,
drink it right away.
drink the sangria, and then put some flowers in
Then you
it.
can do whatever you
Or
want with
use
the
it as a
bottle.
water bottle for later on. So this is a really nice, great gift. Love the bottle as well. So get that at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits. Now, when you're trying to also open your wine, sometimes they can be, it's difficult. It takes a little while. So here's some great gifts that also, or just you might need this as a necessity, but it's a cork opener. I think it's called
The ultimate.
Cork Pops. And so it has the cartridge with it. And what'd you say, how many bottles of wine?
Over 100.
Over 100 with each
Per
cartridge.
cartridge.
So 1, 2, 300 pours
No,
right here.
there's 2 in each one.
Oh,
So you have 500.
okay. 2, 4, 6.
I don't know what's in the big one.
I think there's maybe just one. 500 or 600 right here. So another great gift, and this is at Revival. And if you stop at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits and pick up your bottles, then you'll need that with that. I also like this one. This one's really handy. It's called the Vino Stream, and it's an aerator and dispenser. This is absolutely one of my favorite purchases that I've made because easy to pour. It also aerates, which is supposed to help with some headaches. So if you drink wine and it's not your favorite thing and your head hurts, this will help with that as well. And it also keeps your wine where it lasts longer. So Revival Home and Gifts right here.
So that's medicinal.
It is. Jean, you are the best. Yes,
you gotta
it is.
love that.
You do. And this is a vinoise, which also can help to chill, to pour and chill. So this is great for a white wine.
And it's always good to chill.
And it's always good to chill. Typically not reds, although I like my reds a little chilled. I don't necessarily put it in the refrigerator per se, but I might for a minute. I have friends that they even put a little spritzer in there. They might add a little Sprite or something if it feels a little too dry. But this is also a pour and then chills your white wine.
So how does it chill?
So you freeze this and then put it down into it. And then it chills that and keeps it, you know, a little bit. And you don't have to keep it in the refrigerator or have an ice bucket or something like that.
And I think it said it kept it at a constant temperature.
It does, so not as messy
Wow.
either. Constant temperature, so also really nice. So let's get to some options, some drinks for Valentine's Day. I think this one just screams buy me for Valentine. Let me turn that. Okay, so if you notice, it's red wine and dark chocolate together in this. Doesn't sound great, but it's delicious. It's already pre-mixed. If you pour this in a glass, put a cut little strawberry on the side. Such a great drink and also a nice gift, I think, for Valentine's. Perfect for that.
So you get it all in one. You don't have to bring a bottle of wine and a beautiful box of chocolates.
That's right. You have it together. Now,
Drink
you could
your
still,
chocolate.
Drink your
You can
chocolate.
still
There you
bring
go.
in those others, a nice box of chocolates if you like, but it's already put together for you. So that's another good option. And then here's a fun one. And I know that we have a slide, I think, that has drink recipes that go along with. This is Mozart, and this is the dark chocolate, 17% alcohol in this. But on the recipe, I think it's called the chocolate martini or the Mozart martini. And you take 2 ounces of your chocolate and 1 ounce of vodka. Now, I chose sugar. Let's see rain cane, but it's out of sugar cane, and it has been a really hot seller. We have people coming in and asking, so you can still get Tito's, you can still get Absolute, there's other options, but you might give this a try also at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits. Go ahead and get your dark chocolate. We also still have some Godiva, which we're the only place
Very
around that
good.
has that.
Love it,
This
Godiva.
also comes in strawberry and a white chocolate.
So is the vodka, does it have a sweet tinge
A little
to it?
bit, a little bit, and because it's with the sugar cane, I mean, it's not a sweet vodka necessarily, but it just has a little bit, I think, smoother, possibly. I'm still a big Tito's fan, but I think maybe you might want to give that one a try. And then on our slide, we had some drink recipes, so you could always go back and check that out or go to their website. Well, ladies, I've had the best time. It's been a great show. Lots of options for Valentine's Day, whatever you want to do for your loved ones, whether that be for your friends, kids, or spouse. We wish you the happiest of February and Valentine's Day.